Glenn Beck's comment really betrayed, I think, a fundamental misunderstanding of the gospel. Jesus in the 25th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew basically says that the litmus test for how we're going to be judged at the end of our lives is not what church we pray in, how we pray, even how often we go to church. It's how we treat the poor. I mean, it's pretty cut and dried, you know. If you want to enter into heaven, treat the poor well. Social justice is a way of looking at what keeps people poor. And as the church in its 2,000-year history has reflected on Jesus' commandment to serve the poor and love the poor, it's realized that we need to look at what keeps them poor. It's not enough to just give someone a handout. As important as that is, it's important to look at what keeps the people poor. So someone told me the other day the gospel story of the Good Samaritan, where the guy sees someone by the side of the road who's been beaten, and he takes care of him. He brings him back to an inn. He dresses his wounds. He gives him money for staying overnight in the inn. Someone said to me today, we'd also be looking at why that road is dangerous. You know, what is it that makes that road dangerous? How can we fix the situations that lead for crime and things like that? So that's what social justice is. It's basically working for a just society. Now, how anybody can be against that is beyond me, frankly. He compared people who support social justice to Stalin and Hitler. And I just found that, frankly, outrageous. There have been people other than me that have talked about this, and he's responded by saying, well, I didn't mean this. What I meant was this. I meant that charity's okay as long as it's not sponsored by the government. But, once again, how else does the community respond socially other than through governmental policies? I mean, you can do things individually, you can do things in church, but I mean, we have all sorts of public works, in terms of Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid and even like public transportation. I mean, that in a sense is providing for the common good. So I still think he basically just doesn't like the idea of helping the poor, and I think oftentimes this critique of social justice is really just a thinly veiled excuse for not wanting to deal with the poor. And a lot of people find the poor, as Pope John Paul said, irksome intruders, into our comfortable life. But, what good is the gospel if it doesn't disturb you? Suppose it disturb you.